In today's video, you're going to learn how to design a winning product and the thinking that actually goes behind designing a winning product. I'm going to show you guys some results right here. We sat down, we cooked up some winning products with the framework I'm about to teach you, and boom, you can see the charts. The client's charts actually just started skyrocketing as we started introducing more and more winning products with the framework we used. Now, one of the biggest problems I've seen with clothing brand owners is the fact that they'll design a piece, they'll order a bulk of 100 or 200 pieces, then they'll try to do a drop or try to forcefully sell it on ads and it does not sell. And now you're sitting here with a bulk of 200 to 300 pieces and no one wants it because it's absolutely shit. You are designing for yourself, you're not designing for your ideal customer. Yeah, also, if this video gets 500 likes, I will literally drop a video on how to design a winning product with AI. You heard me right. I will literally show you everything A to Z. You don't need a graphic designer. You don't need none of that. So make sure you guys like, comment, and sub. 500 likes, I'm going to drop that video, but let's get into the actual framework. Now, first thing you have to learn is the 3% rule. Now, if you don't know what that is, you could go do some research, but it's basically you find another winning product and you change 3% of the actual winning product and you have a winning product. Also, keep in mind this video is specifically for people who are trying to break through in the fashion niche and have not seen shit or have probably designed clothes before, ordered bulks, and have not made shit. If you already know a lot about fashion, you're good. This is for someone who's just trying to get their feet wet, so keep that in mind. Anyways, the 3% rule from Virgil Abloh. That's the first thing I recommend, sitting down and just do some research on it. Go on ChatGPT, educate yourself on the 3% rule. That's how you can really sit down and cook up a crazy winning product that's actually going to boom. This is literally how people sit down, cook winning products like this, and then boom, just going crazy on ads, bro. Just absolutely jumping on ads. Why? Because they applied that fucking rule. Now, before I show you guys how to actually sit down, do product research, and apply the 3% rule and find winning products, I'm going to tell you guys a little story that will actually open your eyes. So I'd say a couple months ago, I went to Atlanta. Boom. I go to my homie's warehouse. I'm chilling there. We're just chopping it up. I have this Chrome Hearts hoodie on. It's a Matty Boy collab. It was the green one. If you know, you know. I'm just chilling there. He looks at my hoodie. He's like, bro, Ray, damn, that shit is tough, bro. I look at bro. I'm like, we should remake this, bro. Just make our own version. He's like, you know what? You're right. Then boom, couple hours pass. We go get lunch. We're eating fucking salmon, I remember. And then he just shows me his phone. He's like, Ray, look what I got cooked up. And he applied the 3% rule. We didn't rip the exact product. We took inspiration and made our own version. So the actual product said sex records on it, on the back. We put sex addict in the front and kind of just made our own little designs on the sleeves, and guess what? That turned out to be a crazy winning product that probably made them over 200,000 online and then a couple 100,000 in wholesale orders. Also, if you guys do want to learn how to get into wholesale, let me know, comment down, because a lot of brands don't even realize you can make a lot of money from wholesale if you have winning products. Like wholesale stores will pay 10 to 20 G's for a big ass bulk from your store, because people will buy in person. That's one thing a lot of people don't realize. Them stores in the States, like in person, especially in the malls, people love splurging. Like the fashion scene is popping, and you know what I'm saying? You really got to tap in when it comes to it. But anyways, that turned out to be our winning product, and that was just one example of the 3% rule. Now, I'm going to show you a brand I saw online on Instagram that actually applied the 3% rule as well. And I was like, oh, shit, this guy knows what he's doing. Now, I'm about to hop into my share screen, show you that, and then actually show you how to do proper product research that will get you winning fucking products. Now, I'm on this Chrome Hearts Matty Boy hoodie right here. There's a reason why these hoodies go for around $2 to $4 grand. I mean, it's a winning product and the demand is crazy. It's proven. And just looking at it, that's what it looks like. Now, I saw this other brand do it, so let me hop on Instagram. I was just going through his thing. So boom, look at that. Oh, shit. So he applied the 3% rule and he made his own designs on the sleeves. Let me see if there's a better picture here on this thing. He called it, I don't even know, I can't read that. I'm not the best at reading, but you tell he made different colorways and he applied the 3% rule and just took inspiration and made a winning product. Like, look right here. If you look at the Chrome Heart Matty Boy, it speaks for itself at the end of the day. This product won for a reason. Like, look, it looks tough. I'm not going to lie. That's the 3% rule right there. Yeah, I see why that shit boomed for, bro. Scrolling down, boom, you can look at the picture. He made different colorways for this shit, and it went absolutely crazy. Like, I want you guys to open your eyes when it comes to the 3% rule and making winning products. There's a reason why a lot of people are making money in this game right now. They're not just sitting down designing for their delusion. Some people are good at that and they'll hit, don't get me wrong, but if you're not talented at fashion and making clothes and you actually want to make a living out of this, you got to do what you got to do. Hence, Virgil's 3% rule. Go make a bag. Now, there's different ways to do product research. I'm going to teach you 2 of the different ways I like to use that work for me and my clients, and it goes absolutely absurd. So let's get into it. The first way is going on Instagram, making a fresh account, and following all the brands that you fuck with, following all the influencers in that niche, and just interacting with that. Then go on your actual Explore page, scroll through, look for the posts with a lot of likes and a lot of demand in the comments, people being like, yo, when's that dropping? Blah, 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 boom. You can do research that way. Now, the other way is the way I personally like to run it. I have a lot of reseller friends, and one of my reseller clients, he makes decent amount of cheese reselling, and he's pretty much on top of all the trends. You need to have a reseller friend or know resellers that actually, know hype products. And whenever I link up with bro, he's sitting down and he's telling me the next poppin' brand. For example, back in the day when Hellstar was about to blow the fuck up and go up, he told me about Hellstar. And I was like, what is this? And boom, next thing you know, Hellstar went crazy. Then he called it again a little while back, right before Godspeed just went absolutely insane. He's like, bro, this brand called Godspeed is about to go crazy. And guess what? Godspeed went absolutely crazy. So I'm about to show you guys one of the websites I go on. It's his website. I'll just go on some of his recent products, get inspiration, sit down with clients, consult, and then we cook up some winning fucking products and print some fucking money. So let's get it. So I'm on his website right now. I click the top left right here. Now let's say I'm trying to design some hoodies. I want to make some winning products. I go here. And then you want to go through some of these brands and see which one aligns the best with what you're looking for. So let's say, I'm probably feeling Hellstar. I want to make like a hoodie or a tracksuit. I'll click hoodies right here. And boom, these are some of the actual clothes from Hellstar that are actually popping and are winning products because that's what sells for him. So boom, I'll grab some ideas from there. I'll click this, get some ideas, see how I can apply the 3%. It's just honestly product research at the end of the day. You got to know what's hidden right now. Even gallery department, their shit sells like crazy. So if I click hoodies, go on here, probably want to sit down, make like a different version of this. If my brand name was Rich Off Clothes or Rich Trap Feminist Clothing, I'd probably put my logo here, put a little patch, use the same colorway, and boom, 3% rule. Maybe change the pockets a little bit or the zipper, and boom, I have a winning product. Let's say I want to design denims. So guess what? Catalog right here. Let's see, he has, does he have denims for gallery department? No, I don't think so. Designer, jeans right there. Oh, gallery department denims right here. Oh, sold out, never mind. Let's go again, let's look, because at the end of the day, a lot of these products are proven winners. So, where was I? Designer. Nope, not designer. Where's it? Jeans right here. Oh, Kasubi. Kasubi has crazy denims like that are usually winning products as well, even though the brand's kind of washed out. Let's say I see this denim. Oh, looks like a pretty good winning product. Go through it. I'd probably just change the patches up, put my own thing on the back, add a little custom tag, kind of do the same colorway, maybe some rips, and boom, done. Simple. Like at the end of the day, product research is key. You just got to figure out what type of products are working for what brand. Do your research. Don't just copy it one-to-one. Take inspiration, grab a shit ton of ideas, and sit down and start cooking. Now, like I mentioned with the other method as well, with the Instagram method where you just change your algorithm, you find winning brands, same thing applies. One of the best ways I also like to do it, let's say I'm designing a hoodie, I'll go screenshot 4 to 5 different hoodies in my niche that I like that are already going crazy viral and people want, or just, it has a crazy demand. Take a screenshot, sit down, I'd analyze all those hoodies and look at why they're winning, grab small things out of each hoodie and make one crazy winning product. There's endless possibilities, but at the end of the day, you still have to design for your actual target audience if you're struggling to get sales, rather than designing for yourself and just being stuck in that delusion, being like, people will buy my clothes because I'm the next Louis Vuitton, and that's some fucking bullshit. Like, bro, just make some money first, get your feet wet in the fashion industry. Once you make, your first 30, 40K, even 50K. Okay, cool. I'm kind of getting a hang of it. Then start doing your own thing. Your audience going to start fucking with you. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. I keep saying that for a reason, bro. A lot of people are not making money because they keep designing fucking bullshit. It's ass. No one wants to wear it. Your cousins are lying to you saying that shit is tough. It is not tough. It is ass. So sit down, take self-accountability, and you will be successful in this space. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, sub. Bless me the engagement. Comment down what you want to learn. And if you do want that AI video, I already told y'all 500 likes. I will sit down and I will show you how to design a winning product using AI. No graphic designer needed. Enjoy.